This is Dave. Dave is on vacation. Dave just found the prettiest little shell. In 60 seconds, it will start killing him. In 20 minutes, his heart will stop. He won't feel the bite. He won't see it coming. He won't even know he's dying. And the worst part? He'll be awake for the whole thing. Meet the blue-ringed octopus, a creature the size of a golf ball, 26 grams, 12 centimeters from arm tip to arm tip, smaller than a tennis ball. It lives in shallow tide pools across the Indo-Pacific, right where tourists like Dave love to wade. At rest, it's almost invisible. Beige, gray, boring, looks like a rock, until you scare it. Then it flashes. From invisible to fully lit in 330 milliseconds. One of the fastest warning displays in the animal kingdom. Translation: back off, I can kill you 26 times. One golf ball-sized octopus carries enough venom to paralyze 26 adult humans. In a row. Dave, of course, does not know this. Dave thinks it's pretty. He reaches in. The octopus does what evolution told it to do. It bites him. Right on the wrist. Dave doesn't flinch. Dave doesn't yelp. Dave doesn't even look at his wrist. There's a reason for that, and it's one of the most disturbing things about this animal. Most venoms hurt. This one whispers. The beak is 2 millimeters wide. It punches through skin 1 to 2 millimeters deep. Just deep enough to reach the capillaries, deep enough to deliver the payload. A snake bite has proteins that scream at your nerves. Pain, swelling, bruising, alarm bells. A blue ring bite has none of that. No swelling, no bruising, no scream, 1 drop of blood. Maybe that's the entire crime scene. Survivors describe it the same way. I thought I brushed against something. I felt nothing at all. One real case, Sydney, Australia. The victim only realized he'd been bitten when he couldn't speak anymore. By then, the venom was already in his lymph nodes, already in his bloodstream, already at his nerves. 5 to 15 minutes. That's the entire warning window. Dave is currently using 90 seconds of it to take a second selfie. His body is already responding. He just hasn't been told yet. To understand what happens next, you have to meet the actual killer. Because the octopus already swam away. The thing that's going to kill Dave isn't an octopus anymore. It's a molecule. Its name is Tetrodotoxin. TTX for short. It is, by weight, over 1,000 times more toxic than cyanide. 1 milligram kills an adult human. That's less than a grain of salt. Here's the worst part. The octopus doesn't even make it. The venom is brewed by bacteria living inside its salivary glands. The octopus is just the delivery system. A pharmaceutical company you can't sue, riding around in a golf ball. TTX works by jamming a specific door on every nerve cell in your body, a sodium channel. When a nerve wants to fire, sodium has to rush through that door. No sodium, no signal. TTX walks up to the door and plugs it, like a cork in a bottle. The nerve is still alive. It's just been muted. Now multiply that by every motor nerve in Dave's body, every single one. There is no antidote, not, we're working on one. There just isn't one. The molecule is too small to vaccinate against, too fast to chase down with drugs. The only treatment is to keep the patient alive long enough for their kidneys to filter the poison out, which takes about 15 hours. Dave does not have 15 hours. 5 minutes after the bite, Dave's lips start to tingle. He thinks it's the cold seawater, or the salt, or the sunscreen. It's not the seawater. It's not the salt. It's tetrodotoxin reaching the densest nerve endings in his entire body. Lips first, tongue second, fingertips third. It's not random. Those tissues are the most vascular, with the thinnest nerves. They drink up the venom first, so they go offline first. Dave tries to say something to his girlfriend. It comes out wrong. His tongue feels too big for his mouth. His jaw doesn't quite obey. Then comes the sweat, then the nausea, then the dizziness. He sits down on a rock. He still thinks it might just be heat stroke. It is not heat stroke. Heat stroke doesn't paralyze your face. At minute 10, he tries to stand up. His legs don't get the message. His brain is sending orders. His muscles are not receiving them. This is where Dave realizes something is very, very wrong. The paralysis follows a script, always the same one. Hands first, then arms, then legs, then torso. Dave's fingers stop working first. His phone slips out of his hand. Then his face goes slack, eyelids drooping. The toxin is climbing. His eyes stop tracking. The muscles that move them have given up. Then come the ribs, Then the diaphragm. The diaphragm is the muscle that breathes for you. When it stops, you stop. 10 to 30 minutes from the bite. That's how long it takes to stop breathing. But here's the strange part. His heart keeps beating. Heart muscle uses a slightly different sodium channel. The kind TTX is bad at jamming. It would take 1,000 times more venom to stop his heart directly. So Dave's heart keeps going, pushing oxygen-starved blood through a body that can't breathe. This is the trap. The thing that keeps him alive is the same thing keeping him conscious. Because the toxin can't reach his brain, and what Dave is about to experience has its own name in medicine. It's called locked-in syndrome. The body is offline. The mind is not. Dave can hear the waves. He can hear someone calling his name. He cannot answer. He can feel the sun on his skin. He can feel the sand under his hand. He cannot move that hand. His pupils have gone wide and stopped reacting to light. Even though his vision is perfect, he can see everything. He just can't move his eyes to look. He can't blink. He can't swallow. He can't squeeze a hand to say, "I'm still in here." One real survivor described it like this. "I heard the doctor say, 'Open your eyes.' I couldn't." Another said, he felt his heart rate slow down and could not react. He just listened to it slowing. If you hooked Dave to an EEG right now, his brain waves would look completely normal. Flash a light in his eyes, and the brain waves spike in response, because he sees the light. He just can't tell you. He is awake. He is aware. He is fully, agonizingly present for his own death. Without help, this phase lasts only minutes. Then his oxygen runs out, and his brain finally goes dark too. With a ventilator, this locked-in state can stretch for 15 to 24 hours, a full day of being conscious inside a corpse that the machine is keeping warm. But Dave is not in a hospital. Dave is on a beach, and the first person to find him is going to make a very reasonable mistake. No breathing, no pulse they can find. Fixed, dilated pupils, cold-looking skin. To any reasonable observer, Dave is clinically dead. To Dave, who can hear all of this, Dave is extremely not dead. This exact problem has a long, ugly history. In Japan, where people have been eating pufferfish for centuries, there are documented cases of TTX victims waking up in their own coffins. It happened often enough that some coastal communities started waiting 3 to 7 days before burial, just in case the corpse turned out to be a person. There's a theory that this is where the original idea of a zombie came from. A real person, paralyzed by TTX, mistaken for dead. Toxicologists are skeptical. But the basic problem is real. A person under heavy TTX looks exactly like a corpse, even to trained doctors. The only thing that saves them is somebody refusing to give up, somebody willing to breathe for them mouth to mouth every few seconds, for hours, until paramedics arrive with a ventilator, and then for 15 more hours after that. That is the only thing standing between a TTX victim and being declared dead while still listening. Dave, of course, went to the beach alone. 3 documented deaths worldwide. Dave is determined to make it 4. Vote in the comments. What kills Dave next?